Yo, 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 family, what it do? High value basketball. We are back. Best commentary on this side of the planet, you dig? Yo, we're going to have a fun little versus mashup of some young legendary potential teams. We're doing a all-time Duke versus an all-time Kentucky team, yo. A shout out to the Photoshop, whoever made this. Credit to the artist unknown. They definitely did this thing, yo. Appreciate the thumbnail. Y'all did that. But yo, as you can see, yo, we just gonna get right into it, man. We're gonna compare the squads, and then we gonna basically do a versus and see who come out on top. So we just gonna jump right to the bottom, and we gonna do Kentucky. So let's see, we got John Wall, we got Devin Booker, Julius Randle, Jamal Murray, Anthony Davis, and then with the Duke squad, we got Brandon Ingram, what is that? Jason Tatum, Kyrie Irving, Zion Williamson, and Marvin Bagley the third. Now, I ain't even going front now. I mean, y'all look at these squads. They are going to be fun to watch. For real. I definitely think they're going to be fun to watch. But if we definitely doing this college style and we got to get just one game, yo, I'm going to get this one game, man, to Duke. And I'm going to say why, yo. I mean, if we just compare the squads, man, like for real, like I'm going to go with Kentucky. I mean, of course, we got Jamal Moore. Jamal Murray, he's still young. And not to say he's unproven, but he's still slightly unproven. He had that legendary bubble run, of course, man. Dude was killing it in the clutch. Like, I mean, amazing. And it wasn't, and the thing about him doing that, it wasn't just completely fluky, so to speak, because if you watched how he did it, he was knowingly getting to his spots, like putting in the most perfect footwork and getting them jump shots in, like wetness, man. Like he knew how to get to his spot, his strength, his weakness, his go-to game, and he was making that joint. He was making that joint work. So seeing him do that, that's something, we can maybe potentially look for in the future, which could potentially, work in a game like this. So he gets a slight little bit of a nod, but like I said, we have unfortunately not been able to see him grow upon that due to injury. So he's more of a wild card. Julius Randle, come on, y'all. I mean, yo, Julius Randle, no downs to you, man. You're a professional. I love you, man. Do your thing. But yeah, I mean, he's basically just kind of turning out to be just, like an average kind of NBA player. He ain't really nothing super duper special. So he's not a plus or minus on that team because he don't even really bring you defense. So he just kind of running around out there, being big. Of course, we got Devin Booker. Devin Booker, of course, like I say, during the non-pressure moments of the game, dude gonna be all over the court. You know what I'm saying? Getting to the rim, launching threes potentially. But yeah, like you say, when things get a little clutch, he has been inconsistent. We've definitely seen him come through, but it's definitely coming through, and not say as a complete front runner, but you know what I'm saying, in more secure moments. So if he got to come from behind, I don't know if he could be able to pull something off like that. And then of course we got John Wall. At the height of John Wall, you know what I'm saying, dude was very, very legit. But as we've seen him in the playoffs time and time again, he just never really just had enough. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really have enough oomph to like really, really, get a team, anywhere special. Dope player though. And then of course we got AD. AD is he's hyped up a little too much, in my opinion. He definitely had that one run in New Orleans, and he definitely has signs and flashes of, complete greatness. But as we know, of course, they call him street clothes for a reason. And then as well as we've kind of seen, dude may not have, the best motor, so to speak. He may not have the biggest drive. Especially with his offseason commentary talking about he ain't even picked up a basketball in months. Like, to me, that just sounds like crazy. Like, I remember when I was in the height of my basketball playing days, like, months off, like that doesn't, like, what, months off, I wouldn't even feel natural like anymore. Like I wouldn't even feel the same. I feel like I've been betraying myself, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't even have NBA level aspirations. I just wanted to make the high school team, you know what I'm saying? So like, to hear him say excuse me, to hear him say he ain't played in months, that's like, man, that's interesting. So yeah, we got that going on with them as well. So to me, this just seems like an underachieving team, minus the potential of Jamal Murray. Really, they're great talents, but a whole bunch of underachievers, yo, just for real. Going up top though, we just gonna start right off with the crown. You know what I'm saying? We got to give it to Kyrie because of course he's the champion of the team. Of course, AD was a champion. I give him that. He was a champion with with LeBron. He definitely did his thing, but it definitely is kind of bubbled. But it is what it is. Kyrie's championship though, come on now. That was literally the stuff of legends. Like that's going down as one of the top three NBA finals that we've ever seen in the history of the NBA. And of course, Kyrie's shot is in the same thing, top 1, 2, 3, whatever of clutch shots in the whole history of the NBA. So come on now, we've seen this man come through. Well, he's had his rough moments and stuff like that, but the potential, as we've seen when maximized, he is of the highest order. So that just not say just that alone, but given the supporting squad that he has, like that's gonna put this team over anyway. So then we got, I'm gonna go over to Zion. Of course, barring injury, who gonna stop him on that Kentucky team? Like Julius Randle, of course, is about the same size. Not say really, but what I'm saying of the only thing comparatively size speaking. With that thickness in the comparison, and of course we got AD, but bruh, ain't nobody stopping that dude from flying to the rim like that. Then of course we got Marvin Bagley. Marvin Bagley basically can play a reduced role. You know what I'm saying? Literally just kind of playing support and picking up things on the side if he's comfortable with that, picking up everybody's dirty work. He'd be perfect for it, to be honest. He never wants to really accept that role because of course everybody wants to be a star, but his play set and his play style and his non-aggressiveness, like he'd be perfect for this team. Like honest, perfect fit for this team. Then we got Jason Tatum. As we see, Jason Tatum had a pretty good finals run. Of course it wasn't perfect, but again, the dude is still young. People be acting like that dude is old and stuff, but he's only like 23, 24 years old now. So we've seen, what he could do at the height, of what he could be. Dude could hit some big shots, a lot of big shots, and he can show up when you need him. Then we got the young gun. The young gun, man. Brandon Ingram, Brandon Ingram, he's underrated. I'm gonna say that. That's how I personally feel. He's underrated. I feel like, he's a budding superstar. Like, we be talking about the Jaws and the Lucas and the Zions and stuff like that. But Brandon Ingram, like that's he gonna be a player that I watch for a while. I wish he wasn't. I wish the the Pelicans had some good looking jerseys because I'd buy their jersey, but I ain't buying them ugly things. Like I don't like none of them, not the alternates or the regulars. Like oof, I can't roll with them things. So yeah, those are the two squads, man. Like I already said, I'm giving this to Duke. That team is just way too formidable. And way, what I'm saying, the stars on the team can really shine when need to, as opposed to the guys on the bottom who ain't really seen sans AD. And like I say, potential of Murray. High value basketball. Like, share, and subscribe. You dig. See you next time.